This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 383.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash. 404 error. Page not found. Links aren't working. System is crashing. System is crashing. System is crashing.
Your old HTML website. Barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website. Better than it was before. Better. Stronger.
Faster.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. No WordCamps next weekend. No virtual, no in person. And no jobs to share because no one sent me anything to share. I put it out there, albeit a little later in the week. But and I know there are jobs out there, but nothing that popped right up. That was looking for any job there. So anyway, moving on to segment one in the news. Two things to talk about here. First and foremost, LifterLMS, my friends over there, Chris Badgett and Thomas Patrick Levy, they have a new version. Version 5.0 is now available. It's form management and base for custom fields is coming out also. Looks really promising, Lifter 5.0. It's pretty cool, and I've known them for a long time. I'm a big fan of Lifter and the company. And Chris has a great podcast, by the way, regarding membership sites and just mindset and solution providing for clients. Really cool podcast. Check out his podcast as well. So check that out. Lifter 5.0 is now available. And by the way, the core plugin is free, so you can't go wrong there. So, all right, moving on to the other piece of the news here. WordPress 5.8 Beta 3 is also out. We are still on track, I believe, for the 4 weeks away. July 20th is when final release date is set. So there you go. A whole bunch of new updates and fixes, etc. You can there's a link in the show notes. You can check it out there if you want to check out 5.8 Beta 3. All right, moving on to the meat potatoes. This week's show is actually a questions and answers episode. It's a QA episode. Every 8 weeks I do this. I call up 3 to 4 questions, and I answer them based on what people sent in. So starting with this first one by Steph. Steph writes in, after creating a new page and making it a sub-item of a parent page, how do you make the new page show up as a sub-menu item in the main top navigation on the website? Okay, so if I follow along with this one, I'm pretty sure I got this right. If I create a new page and making it a sub-item of a parent page, how do you make the new page show up in a sub-menu? Yeah, okay, that makes total sense. Okay, thanks, Steph. Good question. Rather simple. Typically, you create a new page, and over in the page attributes itself, as you said, you can have it be a child of a parent, so that's easy. You just kind of select what you want the parent page to be. For example, let's say that's about us as the parent. The new subpage might be board of directors or staff, etc. Easy enough. And then you have to so to have it appear on the menu bar or navigation area, you need to head over to the dashboard menu area in the settings, and it's a simple click and drag around. You just really click and drag it. I'm using my hands right now, but you can't see that. But it's really simple to do. And I recall, just so you know, a long time ago in WordPress world, the only way to control the ordering of each page was by a number on the page itself. So if you knew you wanted to have 5 pages, 1 through 5 across the top navigation, you had to renumber stuff. It was a pain in the butt. It's much easier now. Trust me. The olden days, man, that was archaic. It seems like it was miserable. But anyway, clicking and dragging much easier. Also, I want to mention you can also check the box that says automatically add any new top level pages to this menu. It doesn't happen. It won't work for child pages necessarily. But it saves a step for the top level pages, because if it's unchecked in the settings area of menus, then you create a new page without a parent, and in theory, it's not in theory, actually in reality, it's not going to appear in the menu because it doesn't know what to do it unless you check that box in the settings itself. Okay, so that's question 1. Thanks for the question, Steph. Yeah, it's one of those things, you got to see it to know it, but it's not hard. You just go to the menu in the settings, and you can drag things around to have it show up in that area as well. All right, next question is, this is sent in by Anonymous. Interesting. What is the deal with so many acquisitions lately? And per your last episode, are you looking to exit or be acquired? Oh, interesting. Anonymous. Thanks. I think I might know who sent this in. I don't know. I have my guesses. Anyway, first part of the question answer is, I'd have to assume that the financial decisions are the reason that the sellers are making these acquisitions happen. Like they're being acquired because it's a financial reason behind it. Okay. There's a book called Built to Sell out there. I have yet to read it. I've heard it spoken about many times in the business world and reading and what I talk about and in my masterminds and different podcasts I listen to. And many people seem to say that we should build our companies with the idea of selling them. Because otherwise, what's the point as far as back to that exit strategy? So that leads me to the second part of the question. The answer is simple. It depends. I'm kidding. We always say it depends in WordPress. Now, I do recall that when I started my agency almost 5 years ago, the idea of me selling it or being acquired never even crossed my mind. And then about 3 years after that, which is about 2 years ago or so, it did. And now I go back and forth. Honest answer, sure. I would sell or be acquired for the right reasons, i.e. a financial opportunity and the opportunity itself. I mean, what's it going to provide me to do next is I think what I would have to rationalize or have to be convinced of. Like if I'm acquired, what is it? Why am I being acquired by the other company? If I'm selling, what am I getting out of it? Am I leaving to exit to do something different or to retire? I guess I could start thinking about retirement. I mean, I'm not that young. I'm not that old. I'm middle-aged. I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those weird positions to be in. I don't know. I mean, so anyway, would I consider it? Sure. Am I looking for it? No. But if somebody wants to come knock on my door and have a talk, let's talk, whatever. So there's that. It's an answer. So interesting question. Thanks, Anonymous. And another question, a third question. I think this is the last one. Yeah, last one of this episode. How often should I be documenting my processes and how often am I documenting them? And what tools are you using for that? This was sent in by Mac. Thanks, Mac. Fantastic question. First part, I'm not updating mine often enough, personally. And I should be doing it a lot more, as should everybody. We should always be updating and modifying in iterations on processes so that way you don't forget, or at least review them on a monthly basis, that kind of thing. As a matter of fact, I recently was speaking to my project manager about this. So it kind of came up because she said something about we should put this in the, in the SOP, if you will. So I've taken that responsibility back off of the back burner. I'm making it a priority. And moving forward, I am working on doing that, which leads me to the tools question. What tools am I using for it? Right now, we have a Google Doc that has a bunch of notes and processes on it. Sadly, it's not being used, nor is it good enough. I mean, it's there. I almost forgot we had it. So I've gone ahead and installed a knowledge base in a subdomain that will be password protected on the page itself for the team with more info. Just started working on that again about a week and a half, about 2 weeks ago, and it's been added to my calendar as a weekly task to spend at least 90 minutes to 2 hours on until it's done. So yeah, I need to get that done. It's beneficial. That way you're not recreating the wheel each time. You know who does what, how things are done, where software and tools and licenses are kept, who has access to what servers, etc. Just makes the process a lot easier. Oh, by the way, that plugin I'm using, it's free. It's called Echo Knowledge Base. So you want to check that out. Go right ahead. If I can help there, that'd be great. All right, I think that is it. Yeah, that's it for the Q&A this week. Nice and short. Segment 3, tip and tool of the week. What is it? Oh, yeah, this week it is about ideas, websites for ideas. It's a website called Kernel, KERN.AL. It's pretty cool. My friend Drew brought me into it. I have a lot of ideas, and I have an idea about actually a podcast about ideas, very meta there. But if you have an idea, or if you want to share an idea, or you want to vote on people's ideas for businesses and startups and investments, you go to kern.al. Kern.al, the kernel. Right now it's invite only, but I have 3 invites. So if you want one, by all means, shoot me a DM on Twitter, and first come, first serve. Pretty cool place. My friend Drew, he had an idea. He put it up there. It can get upvoted. You can get some funding maybe. Depends on how much interest there is. You kind of help break things down. It's pretty neat. Anyway, check it out. Kernel, KERNAL or .al for ideas and stuff. So again, I have 3 invites if you're looking to get involved there. Hit me up. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this week. Nice and short. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@KitchensinkWP.com, or use that SpeakPipe function of the website. You can support the show, become a Patreon. You can sponsor the show. There's a form on the website. And once again, if you're looking for business coaching or accountability or have an idea vetted, you have a kernel of an idea, come to me directly over at adamsover.com. That's it. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right, bye-bye.